It's that time of the year again, folks. Welcome back. Welcome to round one of the 2024 NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series. We are here live at Daytona International Speedway on NASCAR Heat 5, 20 trucks rocking and rolling around this track with 3 laps to go, about 2.5 laps to go in stage 1. It is a 100-lap event. As I mentioned, 20 trucks. We have 2 former winners of the Tailgate 250 in the field. That is Noah Underwood and, excuse me, folks, that is Noah Underwood and Josh Colm Diaz. The pole sitter for this race, Connor Brown. We'll keep our eye on him. 2 laps to go in stage 1. Pit road is closed. We've seen a couple of trucks on pit road under green flag conditions with problems. But as of now, with 2 to go, we have Noah Underwood leading in that 26 truck with Dustin Franklin right behind him in the 97, scored in second. I am NOSSCAR CEO and founder Tyler McMurder, along with my 2 in-race reporters, former NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion Alex Tesdall, former NOSSCAR World Championship race winner Aiden Cody. Kick back, relax, grab a cold can of soda, and enjoy the show. We are back for our 8th annual NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series season. They're coming out of turn 4 now, folks, and the white flag's been shown. The next time by, we will see the green and white checkered flags to signal the end of stage 1. The top 5 get stage points. The stage winner gets the very first playoff point of the season. Noah Underwood with the lead here in the 26. Dustin Franklin not too far behind him in second in that 97, probably trying to plan some sort of move. The pole sitter Connor Brown in the 44 in third, and here goes Dustin Franklin in the 97, making a bold move to the outside, getting a push from Connor Brown. And they're still lined up on the bottom. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 led a handful of laps in this race. He's given a push to the 40 of Aiden Cody. Now he goes below the yellow. He's out of gas, we're hearing. They're 3 and 4 wide, bouncing off each other. But the stage 1 win goes to Noah Underwood. And a big crash right at the very end there. Looked like Alex Tesdall in the 98. And now another big crash amongst the leaders here. After the green and white checkered flag is waved, the 20 truck was involved. He went for a spin. And what a wild start to this race. There's some front end damage to the truck of Noah Underwood, who just won this stage. There's Kelsey Ecker in the 99, making her debut here in the NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series. Top 5 there in the stage to get some points. What a wild start to the Tailgate 250. A couple of things to update you on, folks. Timmy Brown, Chris Vaudrin, they both went 1 lap down in stage 1. Jordan Roughton is out of this race in the 23 Chevy. Was very happy to have a brand new ride this season. And it's not the 2024 season's not going to kick off the way that he was hoping for. We are green again. The 51, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. didn't get the greatest of restarts there, but we're underway here for the beginning of stage 2.
17 laps.
20 trucks entered this race. 100-lap event. 17 laps the distance here in stage 2. We just got an update there from Aiden Cody. And you can see it's pretty wild sometimes when they're still just getting up to speed. They're trying to negotiate their way through this traffic and trying to find a nice spot in line. Noah Underwood has the lead. Trey Hollywood in the 20. Right there behind him in second. One of the super speedway specialists. Won the pole for the NOSSCAR Daytona 300 last night in the Xfinity cars. Won stage 1. Finished outside the top 15 as it got a little bit chaotic near the end. That's the thing about these super speedway races, especially these crown jewel events. The first race back, everyone's a little rusty and getting used to the trucks again. It's arguably one of the wildest races of the year, and it's always the one we have that kicks off the season. So these drivers are always out here looking for a good, strong start, a good points day to open the season, and not necessarily put themselves in a hole that they need to dig out of throughout the rest of the regular season. Great action here. The 3 is Chase Merrimon, top 10 in his NASCAR Motormaster Series debut last night. Looking to have a strong debut here in the NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series as well. Some new faces are joining us here for these 2024 seasons, and then you have all of the legendary, iconic NASCAR names, the originals, back again for more fun as well. And a big move there. Dustin Franklin in the 97, that green Chevrolet Silverado, went up to the outside line to hook up there with the 22 and others. Must think the outside line is the place to be. And a couple of other trucks decided to stick to the inside line. That included Josh Colm-Diaz in the 24, brand new ride for him this year. Alex Tesdall returns to the 98 Ford F-150. He's going to take over 5th, just behind the 00. And there's Jesse Carlson returning to the NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series in that 88 Ford F-150, getting a good push there. He's in a good group, but they need to pick up the speed just a little bit if they're going to stay in the draft with the lead pack. Noah Underwood's got the lead still in the 26. Strong start to the race for Aiden Cody. He sits in 3rd. Kelsey Ecker in the 99 is going to go to the outside with the 44 of Connor Brown. They're giving a strong push there to the 20 of Trey Hollywood. There's some drivers in this lead pack that are very impatient in a good way. They don't want to run mid-pack, and they're trying everything they can to get up there to the front. We have a truck pulling off the racetrack. It was Connor Bolhue. I'm not sure exactly what the issue was. It kind of looked like he lost power. I don't know if he had a wheel and pedals issue or what it was, but Connor Bolhue, last night's NASCAR Daytona 300 winner, is off the track and now done for the day. We have 18 trucks left on the racetrack, 20 of them started. And that's huge, folks. That's a powerhouse driver. That's an elite driver out of the race. That opens the door for a fresh winner here for the NASCAR Daytona Speed Weeks on NASCAR Heat 5. Throwing it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdall, driving the 98 Ford F-150. Alex, we wanted to throw it to you much sooner, but we didn't want to distract you while it was 2 and 3 wide out there. How is the race unfolding so far from your perspective? We understand track position has been hard to come by.
Yeah, track position is key, and it's once you lose it, it's hard to get back because it's hard to dice around and avoid contact.
And throwing it over to in-race reporter Aiden Cody. Both of our in-race reporters up in the top 5 right now. Aiden, you're running 3rd. What's been the biggest challenge for you so far in this opening stage?
Honestly, I don't know. It's, I guess, I can't speak. I don't know. I don't know.
10-4 on that. No challenges for Aiden Cody. And we've got 3 trucks off the racetrack and done for the day. Connor Bolhue, Jordan Roughton, and it appears Chris Vaudrin as well. We're trying to confirm that. And yes, Chris Vaudrin is the 3rd truck out of this race. So 17 trucks left on the racetrack, and all 17 of them are on the lead lap with a shot to win the 8th annual NASCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona. Noah Underwood leads in the 26. We're in stage 2. We have 2 former winners of the NASCAR Tailgate 250 in tonight's event. Noah Underwood in the 26 truck leading, and Josh Colm-Diaz running in 6th place in that 24. Oh, and he found a nose to the inside of Alex Tesdall. Alex tried to shut the door, couldn't quite do it in time. It was a clean, legal move, and Alex slides back in line just in front of Trey Hollywood in the 20. I think there might have even been... Oh, that was close. That was some close quarter racing there with the 20 and the 98. I think the 20 might have lifted to give him a spot in line. I'm not too sure. Throwing it over to Alex Tesdall. Alex, is that what he did? Was he nice?
I kind of just forced my way into the hole.
Ah, okay, 10-4, thank you.
You gotta do what you gotta do. There's no time to dance.
And Jeffrey Robinson Jr. is in danger of losing the draft with the lead pack. I didn't see what happened, but he's led some laps in this race and was one of the favorites throughout the Daytona Speed Weeks to go out there and win one of these crown jewel events this week. So we'll have to see if he can rebound from this. Emily Sari is now in danger of losing the draft as well. She's driving the number 52 Stuart Friesen truck. There's Sean McNutt, longtime NOSSCAR driver. Started with us back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition, driving the Jordan Green truck. Jordan Green, of course, a 6-time NOSSCAR champion, driving that 00 truck normally whenever he is able to attend. Still Noah Underwood leading this race in that orange and white number 26 Chevy Silverado. Chase Merriman running in second in the number 3. Aiden Cody runs in third in the 40. Trey Hollywood in the 20 right there with them. And now to the inside goes Aiden Cody looking for the lead. The inside line doesn't have quite as much help. Josh Colm-Diaz in the 24 is down there. But really, they're the only ones. I think the outside line's going to prevail in this particular battle. Now, here comes the 45 Chevy Silverado to join them. Never mind, Stephen Corley thinks better of it and goes back up to the outside line. And it's great to see Stephen back at a NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series event. He missed pretty much the entire 2023 seasons for Trucka and Motormaster and Platinum Cup for that matter, so it's great to see him back. Teammates there, letting each other back in line. Aiden Cody's going to need to find a spot in line. He went for it, and can't blame him, Aiden Cody. If it worked out for him, he was going to be the race leader, but it didn't, so he's going to lose a few spots and go to the back of this lead pack. Some trucks have lost the draft with the lead group, Alex Tesdall being one of them. The 00 is another. Emily Sari is doing everything she can to link up with the 00 of Sean McNutt, and if they can, they might be able to run down Alex Tesdall, maybe work together and not lose quite as much time to the leaders. Now, I don't think 3 trucks are going to be faster than 9, but they might increase their speed enough to keep themselves on the lead lap before the end of stage 2.
I think NASCAR King had a little lag spike there.
And there's a truck looking like he's going to pit road. He is. It's the 99. That was wild. He was right there in the lead pack with everybody. I apologize. Kelsey Ecker, one of 2 female drivers in tonight's event. She comes to a sliding stop in her pit stall. It's a little early, and the one thing I don't like about this pit stop is that she's pitting by herself. She's going to need to hope that she lines up with a group of trucks when she comes off of pit road. It's always better to pit with a group if you can help it. Still Noah Underwood leading. He's led the most laps so far in tonight's event. Won stage 1 and looking to hang on to the lead here in stage 2 to potentially have 2 playoff points to start the season. Chase Merriman runs in second. Trey Hollywood in third. Connor Brown sits in fourth. It's a new season. Got some drivers in a brand new ride. Ethan Hoekstra returning to the NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series, driving the number 22 Chevy Silverado. He is scored in 5th. Last year's NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion. They had to go around the lap truck, the 99 of Kelsey Ecker, and that got things a little bit dicey there. Ethan Hoekstra got pinched onto the apron. She came back up onto the racetrack. Sorry, I had it right. He came back up onto the racetrack, and he found Josh Colm-Diaz in the 24. The 24 spun and crashed, hit the outside wall. We're still green, and that's going to really take away any chance Josh Colm-Diaz in the 24 had of winning stage 2. A couple of drivers' chances might have been extinguished in that very moment.
I think Dito kind of X you off. I think he was I think he thought he was clear and kind of just took the XCO and he spun on the apron.
Yeah, and that's a shame. Things happen so quickly here at Daytona in these trucks, and you know, the gaps close really quick. Things happen very fast in the blink of an eye, and I think that there was some misjudgment there. And it resulted in a couple of trucks losing the draft with the leaders, and some of them having absolutely no chance of getting points here in Stage 2. Throwing it over to Aiden Cody. How many laps to go in Stage 2?
2 laps remain.
Man, I'm glad I asked. I didn't know who to throw it to, but I knew Aiden was about to hit the line, so I threw it to him. And I'm glad I did, folks, because these laps, they click off pretty quickly, and sometimes I lose track. And having two fantastic in-race reporters like Alex and Aiden certainly helps and goes a long way. No live leaderboard from our point of view for the viewers at home. Heading into turn 3 and 4 now, 2 laps to go. Pardon me. And coming out of 4. When they hit the start-finish line, they're going to see the green and white checkered flag, excuse me, the white flag rather, and there it is. The next time by, they will see that green and white checkered flag. That'll signal the end of Stage 2. The top 5 get stage points. The stage winner gets a playoff point. Under 2.5 miles to go until we have a Stage 2 winner. What's going to happen here? Who's going to make the move? When are they going to make it? Who's going to go with the truck that makes the first move? Count the back straightaway they go. Nobody lifted. Nobody's laid back trying to get that run. Nobody went to the outside. I'm shocked. Nobody tried anything. Noah Underwood might be in cruise control here for another stage win to kick off the season. Trey Hollywood to the outside. Now to the inside. Chase Merrimon, 3 wide in the middle. Did everything he could to make that truck as wide as possible. And while he was doing that, Noah Underwood in the 26 was in front of him, just watching the entire show unfold. And he's going to win Stage 2. Back-to-back stage wins for Noah Underwood to kick off the 2024 season. Very, very impressive. He is one of 2 former winners here of the Tailgate 250 in tonight's field. He won it back in 2020. 8 career wins in the truck series for Noah. In that 26 truck, looking to make it 9 here tonight. This gives a lot of drivers an opportunity to repair their trucks and catch back up and get themselves back in the game. Give them a fighting chance. Alex Tesdahl, Emily Seri, those 2 drivers come to mind. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. lost the draft. That's another driver that comes to mind. Timmy Brown in the 4. Jesse Carlson in the 88. A lot of drivers needed this stage break, and now they've got another chance, folks. Perhaps one last chance. Here we go. Into the restart zone we come. The green flag has been shown. Final stage time of the 8th annual Tailgate 250 at Daytona. 20 trucks started. 17 of them left on the racetrack. All 17 of them, if I'm not mistaken, are on the lead lap with a shot to win the Tailgate 250. And a great push there out of the gate from Chase Merrimon to the back bumper of the 26. They were both able to drive away and put a couple of truck lengths in between themselves and the rest of the field. Now, I know that's not going to last, but that's pretty key for the restart. It doesn't allow anyone to get a move on you and try to take your spot. So it's Noah Underwood, Chase Merrimon, Connor Brown, 1, 2, 3, with Trey Hollywood in the 20 truck running in 4th, Dustin Franklin in the 97, scored in 5th. That is your top 5 here at the beginning of the final stage. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 is up there in the top 10. The 00 of Sean McNutt having a great run there. He scored in 7th in the orange 00 Chevy Silverado, driving for Jordan Green's team. Lone Wolf Motorsports, long-time team here in NOSSCAR, started back on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition with us. 2 wide, 2x2, 4 rows deep, make it 5 rows deep. This is not what we were seeing in stage 1 and 2. They're going for it now, folks. Love the camera angles here, love the shots that we're getting of these trucks going at it side by side. Only 2 trucks have lost the draft with this lead group, so there's 15 trucks in this lead pack. And unless a caution comes out, it's pretty much going to come down to one of these 15 trucks winning tonight's event. I don't see how the pair of trucks that have lost the draft, I don't see any way of them making up the ground that they've lost with only 2 trucks in their group drafting together. Chase Merriman is going to lead this lap in that number 3 Chevy Silverado for Brett Baker Racing. Getting a good push there from the 45 Silverado, and that is Stephen Corley. Again, great to see him return to NOSSCAR. Missed pretty much the entire season in 2023 for all 3 of our major series. Jesse Carlson doing a great job, being very patient in that 88 Ford F-150s at the tail of this lead pack. And that's not always easy to do. A lot of these drivers have that level of urgency where they've got to go, and they've got to go now. And it looks like the youngster, Jesse Carlson, showing great patience here at the beginning of the final stage. He knows 1 or 2 wild moves that don't go quite his way could lead to him losing the draft and having 0 chance at all. There's Emily Seri in the 52. She's still in this lead pack as well. Whoa, way up the wall went Connor Brown in the 44. He made slight contact with the outside wall. He seems okay, and he's going to continue on. And a lot of patience shown there by Trey Hollywood in the 20, Dustin Franklin in the 97. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 as well. Many drivers had to take some evasive action and show some mercy a little bit there. Lift off the throttle and let him get back in the group. Stephen Corley has now worked his way up to 2nd place. It's the highest he's run all race long, having a great run in that 45 Silverado for Bull Pluto Racing. He brought the 00 with him, and that is Sean McNutt driving for Lone Wolf Motorsports. Alex Tesdall now scored in 4th in the 98 Ford F-150. Aiden Cody runs in 5th in the 40. Both in-race reporters having a terrific night so far, and both were shining bright last night in the NOSSCAR Daytona 300 as well. Didn't get the finishes they were hoping for, but certainly had a lot of fun kicking off the Motormasters season for 2024. No Aaron Garcia here tonight. 2-time NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series champion, back-to-back truck champ. He's letting these drivers go out there and have at it here for the 2024 season. He's told us that he might run a select few races in the trucks, but it would only be a handful. He's not going to be a full-time driver this year, so we're guaranteed a new NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series champion, unless one of our previous champions can go and repeat themselves. Drivers like maybe Kenny Adair. And it's a new leader in town, folks. Chase Merriman in the 3. Takes over the top spot. Noah Underwood's not getting up, though. He jumped right to the outside line there. Trey Hollywood's going to push him. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51 is going to push him. The 24 of Josh Colm Diaz looked like he was trying to go with them, but he lost touch with their back bumpers, their tailgates there, just a little bit, and that was enough for Dustin Franklin in the 97 and others to jump up in line in between. Connor Brown was one of them as well. but now that outside line has a lot of help. It might prevail in the long run, but it's going to take some time. Great action here at Daytona International Speedway. We're getting some great action shots, some great photos of these drivers battling in and amongst the top 15. "14 trucks in this lead pack. I just counted. It wasn't easy. 20 trucks entered the race. 100 lap event, 17 of them left on the track, and 14 of them in this lead pack, all with a great chance to still go out there and win this race. Throwing it over to in-race reporter Aiden Cody, driver of the 40s, the 4th truck in line on the inside. Whoa, we'll throw it over another time. 3 wide, just in front of them, 2 rows. The level of patience is getting lower, and the level of urgency is getting higher. The laps are running out. We're in the final stage. There's no more stage points being awarded. The next thing we award is the trophy to the winner. And everybody and their grandmother wants to win the NOSSCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona. Even Alex Tesdall's cat wants to win the Tailgate 250 at Daytona.
Even my 3 ferrets.
That's right. Chase is behind Alex watching the race right now, wishing he was driving the 3 truck. And back to the front, folks. Back to the lead goes Noah Underwood. You can tell he's done this before, can't you? 2020 NOSSCAR Tailgate 250 winner at Daytona. One of 2 former winners in tonight's field. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. was loyal to him and stuck with him on the outside line, and he was able to catapult himself up into 2nd place because of that. So did Josh Colm Diaz in the 24, who now sits in 3rd, and he's not stopping there. To the outside goes the 24. Getting a push from Sean McNutt and the 4. Oh, and I think Sean McNutt got a push from the 44 of Connor Brown, but I think they connected in a bad way, and it looked like the 00 just about looped it there. Great save by Sean, but I think he might lose the draft with the lead pack. We're going to have to see it from this camera view right here. Oh, it's going to be close. There's a few trucks towards the back of this lead group that are in a bit of danger. They're going to need to drive it into turn 3 really hard, and they did. I saw it. But yeah, I think Sean McNutt is going to lose the draft with the leaders. The truck back there with them might as well. I'm not sure. Emily Sari in the 52 is kind of the last one in the draft with the leaders, and even she is now beginning to lose it. So this leaves, let me just do a quick count here. It leaves 10 trucks in the lead pack to battle for the race lead at Daytona.
9 trucks.
Man, I can't see. No, it's 10. I just counted 10. There's 10 of you in this lead pack. Am I silly?
Nope, you were right.
Okay, cool. Well, because it's not easy to tell. The camera angle changes every 2-3 seconds, and then you got to count again and make sure you're not counting the same truck twice. Yeah, 10 trucks in the lead pack, and then a pack of 3 trying to run them down, led by the Canadian driver, Emily Sari.
There's 1 truck, 1 lap down, so in there, so.
Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, so Emily is running in 10th right now, but she's the first truck in line in that 2nd group. Who is the truck 1 lap down in this lead group?
NASCAR King.
Oh, okay, 10-4, thank you. And I'm glad you actually told us that, because it's a very rare sight that we see Josh Colm Diaz 1 lap down at any given track. So everyone at home, keep in mind, folks, the former Tailgate 250 winner, Josh Colm Diaz, is right now scored 1 lap down, but he's in the lead pack, hoping for a caution so he can be that first truck 1 lap down, get himself back onto the lead lap with a shot to win again. How many laps to go, Alex?
43?
Might require some math. 43, 10-4. I tried to ask quick enough. I tried to ask quick enough when you hit the line, but it probably was gone already.
Yeah, for me it was like doop doop. I'll let you know when I come back to the line, or when he gets back to the line. Just make
10-4.
sure.
Alex Tesdahl and Aiden Cody in the broadcast booth with us tonight as in-race reporters. Both are actually also on the racetrack. Alex up there running in the top 5. Aiden was. And now he's finds himself scored in outside the top 10.
42 to go.
10-4. 42 laps to go. And we are expecting green flag pit stops in this race, and I wanted to ask you about that as well, guys. Are we thinking one
soon.
pit stop?
Might be 2.
Okay. Oh, now a big move there by Jesse Carlson to the outside of that 88 Ford, but nobody went with them. Now that I say that, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. goes with them in the 51, and so does Dustin Franklin in the 97. And they thought better of it and got back in line. It's tough to make moves when not many people go with you. And as the lead pack gets smaller, it becomes even harder to make those moves because there's just simply less draft influence to work with, whether it's for you or against you. Noah Underwood continues to lead. Trey Hollywood in second in that 20 truck. Chase Merrimon in third in the 3. Stephen Corley in the 45, scored in 4th. Alex Tesdahl in the 98, running in 5th. Connor Brown in the 44, scored in 6th. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 51, running in 7th. Dustin Franklin scored in 8th in the 97, green and white Chevy Silverado. Running in 9th, Jesse Carlson in the yellow, number 88 Ford F-150. And rounding out the top 10 is Emily Seri in the 52. She is one of 2 Canadian drivers in tonight's field. Going to take a short break from commentary, folks. You won't hear me. You won't hear the in-race reporters either. What you will hear is the sights and sounds here of these trucks on NASCAR Heat 5. You're going to get a chance to ride along with some of your favorite NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series drivers for the next handful of laps. So go on ahead and turn up the volume. Go and get a refill on your soda if you need one, and come right back here for the last 40 laps of the 8th running of the NOSSCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona. And go on ahead and crank the volume back down. We're going to provide you an update before we do our official crank it up here. We apologize to the viewers. We weren't exactly sure when we were going to see the first round of pit stops, but it turns out it was right in the middle of our crank it up. Here they all come, folks, on pit road for scheduled service. And we can see some of the others have already come to pit road for service, and they have left their pit stalls. What a busy place pit road was this most recent time by. It was a party on pit road at Daytona. Very clean pit stops, very clean merging back onto the racetrack for all of these drivers that were up in the lead pack. It looks like 3 trucks are going to have a bit of a gap on the rest, but it won't last long. I think that the 45 and the rest of those drivers will run them down, having about 6 trucks in their group. So first round of scheduled pit stops here in the final stage. are now complete, and at the end of the cycle, when everything does completely cycle through, Noah Underwood in the 26 will take the lead back on his quest for his second Tailgate 250 victory here at Daytona. Trey Hollywood runs in second, Chase Merrimon runs in third, and we'll have to see while we're doing our Crank It Up segment if that second group of 6 trucks can run them down. So go on ahead and turn up the volume now. We will do our Crank It Up segment here. Enjoy the sights and sounds of these trucks on NASCAR Heat 5 under 40 laps to go at Daytona. And go on ahead and crank it back down for us, folks. We're going to bring you back to full commentary, along with our two in-race reporters giving us analysis here for the remainder of the 8th running of the NASCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona. And just to give you a couple of quick updates for you, while we were doing our Crank It Up segment, the top 4 have been able to drive away from the rest of the field. Right now, your leader, Noah Underwood, in the number 26 Chevy Silverado. He won Stage 1, he won Stage 2, he's led the most laps in tonight's race, showing us why he is a former Tailgate 250 winner here at Daytona, one of 2 former winners in tonight's field. Trey Hollywood scored in second in that number 20. And the 3 just behind him there is Chase Merriman, making his debut here in the NASCAR Tailgate Truck Series. Made his debut last night in the NASCAR Motormaster Series as well. Finished in the top 10 in that event. Runs in 3rd here in tonight's truck race. Having a solid run to open the 2024 season. Just behind him there, the 4th truck in line, the 99 of Kelsey Eckers, sits in 4th. Top 4 have broken away from the rest of the field. The second group of trucks looks like this, and it's wild, folks. Connor Brown, right now the one scored in 5th. Emily Seri in the 52, the blue truck up against the wall. She is 1 lap down. She's going to let these lead lap trucks go by, it looks like. So Connor Brown, the pole sitter, runs 5th. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in 6th. Alex Tesdall 7th. The 97, Dustin Franklin, scored in 8th. Jesse Carlson, the yellow and silver 88 Ford, runs in 9th. And the 45 of Stephen Corley rounds out the top 10. If I'm not mistaken, that is your top 10 here at Daytona. And we're going to throw it down to our in-race reporter, Alex Tesdall, driving that 98 Ford. He's in the top 10. He's in this second group of trucks. Alex, how many laps to go? And do you think you have enough time and enough speed to run down that front group at all?
I don't think we can. They picked up some lap cars and drove away. But we've got 23 laps to go.
10-4, and that means we're going to need to pit one more time, right?
Green flag pit stop's going to be coming up shortly.
I thought so, and that'll be interesting because, like you said, they picked up a few lap trucks and they were able to pick up speed that way. But I'll be honest with you, brother, they've been able to drive away from them since then. It's just a pack of 4 of them, and if one of those 4 gets a pit road speeding penalty, their speed drops dramatically. 4 trucks is pretty much the minimum that you need to be able to run the blistering speed that they're running. And if they only have 3 at the end of this last cycle of pit stops, they might fall back into the clutches of you guys, because there's still 7 of you in this group, and that's a pretty good number of trucks. You might be able to run them down, but you'll need one of them to have a problem, or we'll need a caution. That's the other thing. I was going to throw it over now to Aiden Cody. Aiden, we saw a couple of cautions in the Motormaster race last night. We haven't seen any in tonight's truck race. We've been green the entire way unless it was a caution for the end of the stage. Why do you think that is? What's been the difference between tonight's truck race and last night's Motormaster race?
That's a good question.
Right? That's why I threw it to you. I don't know. 10-4. Well, when you have an answer, you let us know. Because there's been a different feel. There's been a different vibe. That is for sure. And it's been last night was a very clean race. No drama, no arguments, no chaos. There was a couple crashes, but that's Daytona for you. We had 24 cars last night, 20 trucks tonight. Maybe that's the difference maker. Just having 4 less vehicles out there on the racetrack. A bit more real estate to work with. Another theory I have is that these trucks are a lot more stable than one of the Xfinity cars on the NASCAR Heat games. These trucks are very, very heavy, very planted to the ground. It's very difficult to get loose or out of shape in these things. If anything, you might get a little tight and go up and find the outside wall if you were to get a push from behind that you didn't like. So that could be it as well. 4 less drivers And simply the fact that they're in a truck, it's a little bit more stable and easier to control. That's all I've got, Aiden.
That sounds about right.
These things are kind of like bricks flying around here at 190 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wild thing is you can still put it on preset slider 1 and be just as fast as slider 2 or 3. It still turns full throttle just fine. And you're more stable if you have to, you know...
Leaders are in the pits.
Yeah, I could tell. And the second group of trucks signaled the entire way down the back straightaway while we were having this discussion. So they're coming to pit road too. And it's another party on pit road, the last one of the night.
I had a pit because I was about to blow a tire. I didn't want to blow a tire and spin out.
Yeah, absolutely not. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. on pit road. Stephen Corley, Connor Brown, Alex Tesdall, Jesse Carlson, Dustin Franklin, Chase Merriman, Noah Underwood, Trey Hollywood, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. They're all on pit road for service. Their last scheduled pit stop of the race if we go green from here. The leaders have already left pit road. They are now merging onto the racetrack and soldiering forward towards the checkered flag. We'll get a laps to go update for you from one of our in-race reporters when they hit the line the next time by. They just left pit road. And it's going to be Noah Underwood, Trey Hollywood, Chase Merriman, the top 3 when everything cycles out after this round of pit stops. And the 99 of Kelsey Ecker, running in 4th. Great to see someone driving that number 99 Ford F-150. It's such a beautiful truck.
Oh, I can't see it.
And now there might have been some strategy deployed on pit road or something, because I'm not even sure exactly how. But Aiden Cody in the 40 is right here with the top 4. Let's throw it over to you. What happened there?
I was about to blow a tire and had to come to pit road, and I got a lap down, and now I'm unlapped.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, this changes a lot. Yeah, so Aiden Cody is now on the tail end of the lead lap, and not necessarily a threat for the victory anymore at this point, and I'm surprised that he was able to fly past the 4 lead trucks. I'm not sure if they were saving fuel or what was going on there, but now they've caught the tailgate of Aiden Cody in the 40, and they're going to ride behind him. The leader on your screen is that orange and yellow 26, and the 3 behind him running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now they're coming up on the 00, the orange truck of Sean McNutt, to put him 1 lap down. So they're dropping like flies here, folks, and this is kind of what happens throughout the final stage in our Tailgate 250 at Daytona, even our Daytona 300 in the Xfinity cars. Throughout the final stage, the longest stage of the race, this is usually what we see. A mistake will cost you more in the final stage, simply because the distance is longer, and the leaders might come all the way around the track and put you 1 lap down, whereas in stage 1 or stage 2, the end of the stage often saves those drivers that make that critical mistake and lose the lead draft. Final stage is not so much. A little battle there between teammates. Alex Tesdall, Jesse Carlson, some rubbing on the front straightaway. How many laps to go, Alex?
16.
And 4, thank you. Whoa, now Jesse Carlson goes way down below the yellow line. Almost went and did the Legends Oval there on the front straightaway instead. And he's going to get back up onto the racetrack and continue on. The tail truck of this second group, if I'm not mistaken, the 5th place truck is the first one in this second group.
4th.
On your screen, oh, check that, 4th. Connor Brown runs 4th, Alex Tesdall runs 5th, Dustin Franklin 6th, Jesse Carlson in the 88 and 7th. There's been quite a bit of attrition in this race. Cooper Metcalf, the Canadian, out of the race, coming off a strong official race win in IMSA competition on iRacing. had high hopes for his Daytona Speed Weeks here on NASCAR Heat 5 and NOSSCAR, and not going to get the finishes he was hoping for here for the Daytona 300 or the Tailgate 250. Also, Connor Bullhue, last night's NOSSCAR Daytona 300 winner, out of the race. Problems early. Timmy Brown fell a lap down early in the number 4 truck. Former Brickyard 200 winner in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. Jordan Roughton, brand new ride for 2024 in that 23 truck out of this race. Not going to get the finish that he was hoping for. Ethan Hoekstra, former NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion, out of the race. Found a ride in the 22 Chevy for this event and looking to pursue more opportunities for the rest of the season. There's been a lot of attrition in this one. And there must have been some problems on the pit stops there for Stephen Corley and Jeffrey Robinson Jr. because they're no longer in the draft with the second group that's being led by Alex Tesdall and others. They find themselves about a quarter of the track or a third of the track behind that group and having their own battle amongst themselves in the top 10 with Emily Seri one lap down just in front of them. Connor Brown still continuing to run fourth with Alex Tesdall fifth. Jesse Carlson trying to jump to the outside of the 97 to break into the top 5 if he can help it. And this is what the lead pack looks like. Now Aiden Cody is going to fall one lap down to the leaders. He's going to surrender and let them battle it out for the win. He would expect the same thing if all these roles were reversed. He's not in the free pass position as of now because he's behind that 00 truck of Sean McNutt. However, if the top 4 pit on the next, if a caution comes out in the top 4 pit and Aiden chooses not to, he would get a wave around. So it's not necessarily all said and done for the young driver in the 40. Not just yet. Things aren't looking good necessarily, but he still has a shot in these crown jewel races, especially at Daytona, a season opener. You got to keep all hopes alive. You got to think of every possibility. You got to really always be crew chiefing yourself, trying to get yourself back into this thing if you can. We're approaching 10 laps to go for the 8th annual NOSSCAR Tailgate 250. Noah Underwood continues to lead in the 26. He won this event back in 2020, looking to do it again 4 years later here in 2024. He's got 8 career NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series wins. Trey Hollywood just behind him, 5 career NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series wins. Runs in second. One of our super speedway specialists, we like to call him. We have short track masters. We have road course ringers, and we've got super speedway specialists, and we've got a pair of them up here at the front, and then a newcomer here in the 3 truck, Chase Merriman, coming off a strong top 10 in last night's NOSSCAR Daytona 300. Right now sits in 3rd in his first start ever in the NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series. Can he pull it off? Can he have a Trevor Baynes story here? We've never had a repeat winner in the NOSSCAR Tailgate 250. Noah Underwood looking to make history in that sense. Trey Hollywood goes to the outside. He's got help. Chase Merriman's going to go with them. A couple of the trucks one lap down are going to go with them as well. The 99 and the 40. Oh, there might have even been a little bit of contact there between the 26 and the 99. I'm not too sure. They got very close to each other. We'll get a laps to go update from Alex Tesdall when he hits the line. He's going to come up to it pretty shortly here, pretty soon.
Yep, 9 to go.
Honestly, that was my guess, but I didn't want to sound stupid. I should have went for it. You heard it from the former NOSSCAR Novice Cup Series champion from back in 2022, Alex Tesdall. 9 laps remaining for the leaders. They're in 3 and 4 now, so when they come out of 4 and they hit the line this time by, here they come. They're going to have 8 laps to go, 8 laps to settle this. We have a new race leader, a wild move to the outside by Trey Hollywood. Has changed the complexion of this race completely. He is your race leader with Chase Merriman behind him in second. The 99 truck is the 3rd truck in line, but that truck is 1 lap down. That is, oh wait, no, I don't believe they are. That's Kelsey Ecker.
99 is a lap down.
Are they? Okay, thank you, thank you.
Someone got the wall.
Oh, in contact there. Kelsey is going to go down below the yellow line. What a save. Coming back up onto the track. No contact with anybody. That was an amazing save. The only problem is that the 00 truck is going to lose the draft with this lead group.
Yeah, it's kind of my bad.
Sean McNutt. Yeah, Sean McNutt's it's gonna cost him a shot at the free pass. He was battling with a couple of you guys for that. Not gonna cost him the win, as he is 1 lap down.
I'm now 26. Because I feel like we nervous.
And now at the end of all of that, I didn't even exactly see how it happened, but the 3 of Chase Merriman has put himself out front. He is the race leader, and he's looking to win the NOSSCAR Tailgate 250 in his very first NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series start. That has not been done since literally the very first NOSSCAR Tailgate Truck Series race. It was everybody's debut that night, and that race was won by Dakota Bruv, who's a full-time driver with us on iRacing these days. Won a race in the NOSSCAR E-Racing Designs Series this past year in 2023, which was awesome to see. Yours truly picked up a win as well. That was at USA Speedway. So with, I believe, 6 laps to go now. Into turn 3 they go. Now the question becomes, when do you make your move, and what do you do? What move do you make? Trey Hollywood sits in second, and there might not be a more experienced, and there might only be 1 or 2 more successful drivers in NOSSCAR and super speedways on paper than Trey Hollywood. He's one of the masters at this. He's planning and he's thinking right now, I'm sure. 5 laps to go in the 2024 Tailgate 250 at Daytona. This is going to be wild. And a great move there by Noah Underwood to position himself back as the 3rd truck in line. Now the 2 trucks 1 lap down are basically following the top 3 and watching to see what happens. Noah Underwood goes to the outside, giving a push to Chase Merriman. 4 laps to go when they hit the line. The advantage went to the outside line. Chase took the lead and then came back down in front of the 20. Now Noah Underwood is up on the outside trying to make it work, but he's got no help. Everybody tucked back in line. And so he had to do the same. He found a hole and he was able to slide into as the 3rd truck in line. They're coming up on a swarm of trucks to put them 1 lap down. And I do think they're going to catch them before the end of this thing. For sure they're going to catch 2 of them. Alex, are we coming to 3 to go?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Three laps to go for the leaders. Here they come onto the lap traffic. Connor Brown, the first one they're encountering. Trey Hollywood was trying to take advantage and get to the inside of Chase Merriman as quick as he could, but he couldn't quite get there in time. Timmy Brown is going to lose another lap here. I think he's 2 laps down now in the 4. He slides back down in behind these front 4 trucks. Aiden Cody, it looked like, has lost the draft with this group. I think he's lifting to let them battle for it, but I'm not too sure.
I'm trying to save gas.
Oh, okay, 10-4. In-race reporter Aiden Cody saving fuel. 2 laps to go. It all comes down to timing and decision-making from this point forward. Kelsey Ecker in the 99 is the first truck 1 lap down. She's not in 4th, going for the win. It's going to come down to Noah Underwood, Trey Hollywood, and Chase Merriman, unless we have a caution. But we are green, and we've been green all race long. No cautions for crashes, just the ends of stages. And now just a lap and a half to go, less than that. Noah Underwood continuing to run the outside every now and then, trying everything he can, but nobody's going with them. Timmy Brown might go with them. They've raced together for years. Who knows? The white flag has been shown. There's a truck off track going through the grass on the front stretch. I couldn't see who it was, but they got it back on track. We're still green. The white flag has been shown. The next flag ends the race.
I'm out of gas.
Chase Merriman has the lead. There's a couple of trucks out of gas, if I'm not mistaken, and one of them is our in-race reporter, Aiden Cody. There was another truck slow on the track as well, I'm pretty sure. Josh Colm Diaz is the next truck to go a lap down, but he's not going to get caught in time. Final set of corners. Chase Merriman in the 3, doing everything he can to hold Trey Hollywood off, looking for the Trevor Baynes story, taking on one of the absolute masters on super speedways. Side by side for second behind him. They're not going to get to him in time. Your race winner, the number 3 of Chase Merriman. The 2024 NASCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona belongs to the rookie, the newcomer. Chase Merriman wins in the number 3 Chevy Silverado for Brett Baker Racing. A great battle there with, like I said, it was rookie versus master there. Trey Hollywood did everything he could. Noah Underwood did everything he could. 2 masters of the game. Lap trucks to deal with the entire race. We went on a nice long run there in the final stage, and one mistake here, one mistake there. It came down to just a handful of drivers in the front pack, and at the end of it all, when the smoke cleared and when the lights were on bright, Chase Merriman wins. He's going to park in a victory lane tonight at Daytona on NASCAR Heat 5. What an event. Throwing it over to Aiden Cody. Aiden, sum up your race for us, buddy. You were up in the top 5 on the leaderboard for a lot of this race, and then as the race went along, wild things started to happen, and you trickled on down a little bit. Where did you end up finishing? How was 14th. How was the race for the rest of your? How was the race from your perspective?
Very eventful, and then it all went downhill. But I got 14th, so I'm happy.
And what was it exactly that made your race go downhill?
Me running out of fuel and had a pit because I didn't want to blow a tire. So
yeah, running out of fuel doesn't help anyone ever. Alex, don't forget photos of the results for us, or if you have to save a video clip. Ah, you're the man. Thank you. How was the race from your perspective? You had a great chance to win this thing. You arguably should have won the race last year for the Daytona Beach 500 and Platinum Cup.
It was a very up and down race. I've passed so many trucks this evening, but you know, it was pretty uneventful after the first pit stop and the final stage. Because
yeah, I noticed that. I kind of noticed that. It was a overall pretty uneventful race in terms of chaos and crashes, if you want to go that route. In terms of action, like battling for the lead and for position, it was outstanding. But we just didn't see as much chaos as we expected. Why do you think that was?
I couldn't tell you. I was expecting a lot more craziness, and just, everyone kept it calm.
Yeah, that was a fantastic race.
Deja vu? Is that deja vu?
Well, we're gonna get a victory lane interview here with the driver of the 3, Chase Merriman. You're gonna see a blue screen for a couple of moments here, just simply sending him an invitation to the broadcast booth. Well, I'll be completely honest with you. He's not on my friends list. I can't do nothing. So we're just going to wrap things up. I'll be completely honest with you.
Oh, no, I think I can add him.
Give it a try. Are you friends with him? Is that how?
Well, I can go to play together. Ah,
You can literally search up his name too.
got him.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
I can just go to played with, and he's right there.
Perfect. And while we await tonight's race winner here, I just want to say a couple of things. We've done this for a long time. NASCAR was established back in June of 2017 on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. We eventually merged over to F1 2014, and after that we started going to places like Gran Turismo Sport and Formula One games, Wreckfest. We've even hosted some races on the GTA 5 game. Some of those cars are very fun to drive, and we did some things over there. We've done Supercross on the Monster Energy Supercross games. We've done a little bit of everything. These days we're on NASCAR Heat 5, Gran Turismo 7, and iRacing. If you're interested in signing up for any of these, feel free to leave a comment on our NASCAR Facebook page. You can go to facebook.com/NASCAR Series or simply search NASCAR Series and leave a comment on one of our posts. We will see it and we will sign you up and send you messages with information on how to sign up and join us on any one of those platforms. 16 different leagues, 1 season per calendar year guaranteed for all 16 of those leagues, and there's even 1 or 2 where we do a couple of seasons, multiple seasons, for example on Wreckfest for the NASCAR Outlaw Series. And I don't think we're going to get a word with our race winner. So we're going to wrap things up here. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Like I said, we've been doing this a long time. We just crowned our 8th annual NASCAR Tailgate 250 winner at Daytona. There are a lot of sim racing leagues, but not very many of them have the type of history, the type of statistics, and the type of data that we have. We keep track of everything, folks. We know exactly how many wins, top 5s, pole awards, top 10s, stage wins that you have in every single series throughout NASCAR history, even series that are no longer active. It's an honor to have all of these drivers here. It's an honor to have 2 amazing in-race reporters and all of the admins that assist us and help us on NASCAR Heat 5, iRacing, and the other platforms. They do a great job keeping this ship righted and pointed in the right direction. And now we're actually getting word that we might actually be able to get a word with our Tailgate 250 race winners. So let's see what we can do. You'll see a blue screen for just a few minutes here, folks. For the viewers at home, I do apologize. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try here. Yeah, because I think that he thinks if he can get in here, he can invite him. But I think I can do it now that because Chase just added me as a friend. We should have no problems. There we go. All right. Hopefully Chase Merriman's settings are set so that way everybody can hear him at home. We've had that problem in the past. Thank you for joining us. We finally get our Victory Lane interview here. The winner of the 8th running of the NASCAR Tailgate 250 at Daytona goes to none other than the newcomer, the rookie, the new guy, Chase Merriman in the number 3 Chevy Silverado for Brett Baker Racing. Congratulations, man. It was a wild 20-truck race. We didn't see much in the way of cautions. In fact, we had no crashes resulting in cautions, just cautions for the ends of the stages, and that really opened things up in the final stage when it was a long green flag run. Take us through your race. Tell us some of the key moments that maybe changed the complexion of the race for you. Tell us how you were able to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, man, I was really expecting more cautions there, but like you said, it just kind of went green the whole last stage there, and we had the green flag pit stop, and I got out there with Trey and Infal, and we just kind of somehow were able to pull away from the rest of the pack, and we stayed together, stayed committed to each other that whole time, and made it to the last green flag pit stop, came out together, and just kind of, the way everything worked out, I somehow got to the front of there, and I knew Trey was going to stay with me there and not wreck me. I knew he would go for the win, but not do anything crazy. So it was fun, man.
It was a lot of fun to watch from up here in the broadcast booth as well. Me and the two in-race reporters, Aiden and Alex, we were having a great time. They were out there as well with you. As it seemed like throughout the final stage, drivers just kept making small mistakes here and there, whether it was a speeding penalty or maybe not getting up to speed very good, exiting pit road, just little things like that. And it seemed like it just seemed like we were eliminating drivers out of the lead pack, and it came down to you, Trey Hollywood, and Noah Underwood at the end. 3 lead lap trucks in that lead pack. What was going through your mind at that point? How confident were you could beat them and win this race?
Well, I knew they were going to be tough. Trey's my teammate, so I feel like we were going to work together for sure to get around Noah there somehow, one way or the other. And I was confident one of us could do it. So just happened to be me, and I'm sure I'll return the favor to him next time.
And what are your plans here for the 2024 seasons? Do we have you full-time for Trucks and Motormaster? Are you going for these championships? You look like a contender already.
I am full-time for both, and that's the goal. Championship always.
Excellent stuff. Great to hear from you, and congratulations, a big crown jewel win here tonight for Chase Merriman.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, folks. That was the driver of the 3, Hollywood Racing, Chase Merriman. Strong run for him tonight. Parking it in victory lane. Strong run for him last night as well. Top 10 in his NASCAR Motormaster Series debut. He's on a roll here. Daytona must be a special place for him, as it is many of our drivers. They gave it their all here tonight, folks. 20 trucks, 100 laps. The 8th running of the Tailgate 250 is in the history books. I'd like to thank all the viewers who tuned in and joined us. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons for us on the NASCAR Series Racing YouTube channel. We will bring you more broadcasts. We now have a two-week holiday break, and then we're back at it in January. We'll do our best to bring live commentary for as many races as we can throughout the 2024 season. And until then, folks, we wish you the happiest and safest of holiday seasons you can have. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations once again to Chase Merriman. Thank you to Alex Tesdall and Aiden Cody. I am NOSSCAR CEO and founder Tyler McMurder saying good night, folks. Stay fast.